Welcome to Statistics Made Simple, and I am Savita Valsang. In this video, my focus is on the chapter Analysis of Bivariate Data. Here, we'll be learning the definition of correlation and the different types of correlation. Starting with an introduction, many a times we come across situations in which we have paired measurements. Such data constitutes a bivariate distribution. For example, if we measure the heights and weights of a group of students, it would constitute a bivariate data. Here, two variables are involved, one relating to the height and the other relating to the weight. Now, usually the two variables in a bivariate distribution are denoted by x and y in capital letters, and the values these variable takes are denoted by alphabets in small letters, that is small x and small y. In a bivariate data, we may be interested in finding out if there exists a relationship between the variables. That is, we are interested in finding out that if we make a change in one variable, then would it make a change in the other variable or not? So, if a change in one variable affects a change in the other variable, then the two variables are said to be correlated. Now let us learn the definition of correlation, which is an important question. Correlation, in simple words, refers to the relationship between the variables. It is a statistical technique which measures the extent to which the two variables fluctuate with reference to each other. Two variables are said to be correlated if the first condition is the higher value of one variable corresponds to the higher value of the other variable, and the lower value of one variable corresponds to the lower value of the other variable. Let's take a couple of examples. Example 1. Consider two variables, that is, x denotes income of a person and y denotes expenditure of a person. Here we see that as the income of a person increases, expenditure also increases, and if the income decreases, expenditure also decreases. Therefore, we see that the two variables, income of a person and expenditure of a person, are related and hence they are said to be correlated. The other example, consider two variables where x denotes speed of a vehicle and y denotes distance traveled. Here, we see that as the speed of a vehicle increases, the distance traveled also increases, and if the speed decreases, distance traveled also decreases. Therefore, we see that the two variables, that is, speed of a vehicle and distance traveled, are related, and hence they are said to be correlated. The second condition is the higher value of one variable corresponds to the lower value of the other variable. First example, consider two variables. X denotes price of a commodity and y denotes demand for the commodity. Here we see that as the price of a commodity increases, demand for the commodity decreases, and as the price of a commodity decreases, its demand increases. Therefore, we see that the two variables, price of a commodity and demand for the commodity, are related and hence they are said to be correlated. Example 2. Consider two variables. X denotes yield of vegetables and y denotes price of the vegetables. Here, we see that as the yield of vegetable increases, the prices of the vegetables decreases, and as the yield of the vegetables decreases, its prices will increase. Therefore, we see that the two variables, yield of vegetables and price of the vegetables, are related and hence they are said to be correlated. Let us now learn the different types of correlation. First one is positive or direct correlation. If the two variables deviate in the same direction, that is, increase in one variable results in a corresponding increase in the other variable, or if a decrease in one variable results in a corresponding decrease in the other variable, then the two variables are said to be positively or directly correlated. Examples: consider two variables. X denotes amount spent on advertising and Y is sales of a product. Second example: consider two variables. X denotes number of employees and Y denotes expenditure on their salaries. Second, negative, indirect, or inverse correlation. If the two variables deviate in opposite directions, that is, the increase in one variable results in a corresponding decrease in the other variable, or if a decrease in one variable results in a corresponding increase in the other variable, then the two variables are said to be negatively, inversely, or indirectly correlated. First example, consider two variables. X denotes sales of woolen garments and Y denotes temperature. Second example, consider two variables. X denotes speed of a vehicle and Y denotes time taken for travel. Third, simple correlation. When only two variables are involved, the study of relationship between them is called simple correlation. For example, study of relationship between heights and weights of students in a class. Fourth, multiple correlation. When more than two variables are involved, the study of relationship between them is called multiple correlation. For example, suppose we have three variables: height, weight, and age of students in a class. Then the study of relationship between the heights, weights, and ages of students in a class is a case of multiple correlation. Fifth is partial correlation. When more than two variables are involved, for example, say three variables, then the study of relationship between any two variables, keeping the other fixed, is called as partial correlation. For example, suppose we have three variables: height, weight, and age of students in a class. Then the study of relationship between the heights and weights of students in a class, keeping the age fixed as 16 years, is a case of partial correlation. Similarly, we can also study the relationship between heights and age, keeping the weight fixed, or we can study the relationship between the variables weight and age, keeping the height fixed, which would be a case of partial correlation. The sixth one is linear correlation. If the ratio of change between the two variables is uniform or it is the same, then the two variables are said to be linearly correlated. Let's take an example of the table where you have two columns x and y, and the values for x and y are 2, 4, 6, and 8, 5, 10, 15, 20 respectively. Now let's find out the ratio x divided by y, which results in 2 by 5, 4 by 10, which is also 2 by 5, 6 by 15, which simplifies to 2 by 5, and 8 by 20 is equal to 2 by 5. So here you see that the ratio of change between the two variables is uniform. So the variables x and y in this example are said to be linearly correlated. Seventh is nonlinear correlation. If the ratio of change between the two variables is not uniform, then the two variables are said to be nonlinearly correlated. For example, suppose x takes the values 2, 4, 6, and 8, and the variable y takes the values 5, 7, 18, and 20. Then let's find out the ratio x divided by y, which gives us 2 by 5, 4 by 7, 6 by 18 which simplifies to 1 by 3 and 8 by 20 which is equal to 2 by 5. So here we see that the ratio of change between the two variables is not the same and hence they are said to be non-linearly correlated. Now let's learn the eighth one, that is perfect correlation. So if there exists a linear relationship between the two variables, then they are said to be perfectly correlated. Now remember that perfect correlation can be either positive or negative, and we'll learn about this through some examples in my later videos. Let us define causation and also spurious or nonsense correlation. So the cause and effect relationship between variables is called as causation. Some examples are: consider two variables where x denotes yield of a crop, which is the effect, and y denotes the amount of rainfall, which is the cause. Another example would be: consider two variables where x denotes price of a commodity, that's the effect, and y is the demand for the commodity, which is the cause. What is spurious or nonsense correlation? Correlation in the absence of causation is called as spurious correlation. For example, consider two variables where x denotes population of India and y denotes population of China. Here, the two variables show correlation in different years, but there is no cause effect variation. Similarly, if I consider the variables, x denotes sales of cell phones and y denotes deaths caused by falling down the stairs, is an example for spurious correlation. What is non-correlation? If the two variables do not show associated variation, they are said to be non-correlated. For example, X denotes sales of umbrellas and Y denotes sales of notebooks. Similarly, X denotes purchasing power of money and Y denotes atmospheric temperature. The correlation chapter is an important one. So please go through the definitions of correlation and the different types very carefully and remember all these definitions along with their examples, which will help us in solving problems based on correlation. Thank you so much for watching, and in my next video we will learn about the measurements of correlation, and in particular we'll learn about the scatter diagram.